Hi there, and welcome to my presentation, Discovering the Key Factors Woven into the Experiences Contributing to Longevity and Loyalty. Today's agenda appears before you. Employee longevity is high at Nebraska Furniture Mart. Since it costs roughly $4,700 to hire and train a new employee, it is advantageous to maintain a workforce. The modern employee is 4.3 years across organizations in the United States. As such, our problem and purpose statement focuses on how difficult it is to maintain employees within organizations, and specifically employees at Nebraska Furniture Mart, and where we find the employees at Nebraska Furniture Mart to be very loyal, and trying to understand the key factors that can contribute to their longevity and loyalty. We were actually approached by one of the executives at Nebraska Furniture Mart who had applied for and was pursuing a PhD at my alma mater for my first master's degree, where I had my first teaching position. And one of my colleagues who I had completed my master's degree with. And so both of us taught there for our first teaching position, and we continue to do research together. So our foundational construct is social exchange theory, and I have some additional information about that theory here. And social exchange theory is where employees recognize receiving valuable rewards, both tangible and intangible, from their organization, and they'll develop a mutual sense of benefit and loyalty from their organization. The employee's loyalty in turn then motivates them to remain with the organization over time. And this is influenced by the quality of their relationships with both the other employees and their supervisors and their colleagues, and their overall work environment. So here's some additional information about our literature review. We reviewed, as we reviewed the literature, 4 key themes emerged, and those are listed here on this slide. Those themes were motivation, organizational culture, and job satisfaction. Second category was career growth, development, and employee longevity. Third category was employee recognition, rewards, and their influence on commitment. And then finally, we have leadership management's role in retention. So as far as methodology, we had a list of potential participants who were employed with the organization for more than 10 years, obtained from the Chief Human Resource Officer at Nebraska Furniture Mart. And the total number of employees eligible for the study was 1,028 employees. Hours worked for each employee was 40 hours in order to be eligible for the study. Job classification was varied, with no concentration on any specific area. Location of participants consisted of the states of Nebraska, Kansas City, Iowa, and Texas. Those are where all of the different sites are located as far as stores. Pay type ranged from salaried employee, commission, and then salaried plus modified commission, full commission, and hourly. Then as far as degrees earned, we had employees that were high school diploma, some college associate's degree, trade school, bachelor's degree, master's degree as the highest level of degrees earned. The individuals either worked a set schedule or a rotating schedule. The research population determined to be a purposeful sample of 15 to 20 employees, and the sample was qualitative research, and we used our IRB from Bellevue University, and the age of consent was 19 years of age, as we used this site approval in Nebraska. So age of consent is 19. All right, the qualitative questions are listed, half of them are listed here on this screen. We had 15 questions, so I'll give you a moment to review those here. And then on the next screen, the remaining are listed here. All right, so employment years. We had a breakdown of available participants. I'll let you take a look of those here. All right, so the composition of our respondents. Our goal was to include participants from each of the three cohorts that were available. So we had three generational cohorts: baby boomers, Gen X, and millennials. Brief definitions of each are provided. In total, we had 21 participants, pretty even distribution here, based on what was available. We had 21 participants, 6 were baby boomers, 8 Gen X, 7 millennials. We did have a fairly good distribution of male versus female. So findings. In our findings, our research illuminated 7 themes, which you can see here on the screen, and I will discuss each one. So we have family culture, education and training are supported and encouraged, family-focused leadership, culture is transcending, flexibility builds a strong work-life balance, sharing knowledge leads to satisfaction, and vision and values are ingrained, practiced, and consistent. So let's break each of these down. And of course, I couldn't fit all of them onto one screen as we do the breaking it down. So we'll do 3 on the first of the next slide. So the first theme is family culture. Employees felt an incredibly strong sense of belonging, support, and shared purpose, influencing their decision to remain dedicated and committed to the organization, which is huge. Second is education and training are supported and encouraged. Participants commented on how Nebraska Furniture Mart supports professional aspirations and achieving their career goals. Third, for this slide, third and finally for this slide rather, we have that family-focused leadership. And so as we look at that theme, participants addressed the influence of leadership and management on employees' decision to remain with the company. Employees felt a genuine sense of being treated like they were part of the family. And of course, for those of you that are all familiar with Nebraska Furniture Mart, it was founded by Rose Blumpkin and continues to this day to be led by members of the Blumpkin family. And participants discussed going through the recession when the CEO at the time pulled all of the employees into a meeting room and said, things are going to get tight. People are going to get tighter with money, but in all our history, we've never laid anyone off, and we don't plan on doing it right now. Our goal is to basically take care of two things. We're going to take care of our customers, and we're going to take care of family. And if you're sitting in this room right now, I consider you to be family. Participants also commented when the pandemic hit and Nebraska Furniture Mart had to shut down the sales floor, no one had to take paid time off, which is huge. The company was losing an exorbitant amount of money, but NFM continued to pay all of their employees and not lay anyone off. In 85 years, they have never laid off an employee. Theme 4, culture is transcending. Insight was gained through this study addressing organizational culture and the role employees' decisions have long-term. Participants shared reasons for staying, including NFM being a great company to work for, and the fantastic people, including coworkers, leadership from the Blumkin family, and opportunities beyond where they started, being afforded the chance to work their way up in the company. Individuals talked in these interviews about starting down in carpet, and now these individuals are senior executives in the company. That speaks volumes to me. Theme 5 is flexibility. Flexibility builds a strong work-life balance. An understanding was gained from participants focusing on how work-life balance has been maintained and supported during the employees' time with Nebraska Furniture Mart. And the phrase work-life balance became popular. Essentially, even before work-life balance was even a thing, NFM was doing it. Participants talked about how the company continuously was finding new ways of doing things. Managers were encouraging employees to work their scheduled hours and not more, even before that was a work-life balance thing. So it was this ongoing priority of putting your personal life as a key priority was an ongoing priority for leadership, truly practiced. Theme 6, sharing knowledge leads to satisfaction. An understanding was gained about employee opportunities for sharing knowledge and the experiences of satisfaction impacting the overall commitment and longevity. Finally, we have theme 7. Vision and values are ingrained, practiced, and consistent. Employees stated how the vision and values were entrenched, they're realized, and they're upheld across the organization, including how Nebraska Furniture Mart has adopted and maintained its core vision over time. So one of the neat things that we did is we asked all of the participants to use one word, and we were very strategic. We said just one. And this is what we came up with. And the more times that any one word was used, the larger the word got in this word tree. And so you can see that loyalty is slightly larger than people, for example. And family is the largest word that is there on the table. So we thought that that was very significant. So we kind of joked as we were talking about this that we wanted to find out what the secret sauce was, and the secret sauce most definitely was that family was the secret sauce. Treating your people well. The secret sauce to longevity and loyalty at Nebraska Furniture Mart truly is treating your people like their family. So as we talked with them about what it took to create that secret sauce, we worked through all of the themes that rose through all of the qualitative data that we were able to go through as all of these themes emerged. And once we came through all of the data, we developed two models, and these two models I'm going to share with you right now were the result. The loyalty and longevity model, and then on the next slide I'll share with you the employee experience model. And these two models we created for Nebraska Furniture Mart, and they are now part of their employee curriculum and a part of their overall training and development, and a part of their culture. So, but I'm going to share with you what we developed for them. So the first model is the loyalty and longevity model, and it comprises 6 factors here on the screen: leadership, family culture, honesty, trust, loyalty and longevity, and customer care. Second model, as I mentioned earlier, is the employee experience model, and it has 8 dimensions. And these include establish and maintain motivation, cultivate and uphold organizational culture, enhancing job satisfaction and contentment. Number 4, foster growth and development opportunities. Number 5, supporting professional aspirations and career goals. Number 6, prioritizing work-life balance. Number 7, cultivating effective leadership and management. And number 8, implementation and continuous improvement. So we did identify 3 areas of future research, and these include work from home, culture of loneliness, and culture stretch. So in this study, we explored the key factors and experiences contributing to employee longevity and loyalty within Nebraska Furniture Mart. Across the country, employers struggle with employee longevity and loyalty as individuals opt for shorter tenures and demonstrate reduced commitment to an organization. Since its founding, Nebraska Furniture Mart has been guided by principles of selling affordable furniture and home goods, telling the truth, and providing outstanding selection and service. In addition to these, research demonstrates that they have found a niche in the care of their people. The result, employee longevity and employee loyalty. These findings offer opportunities and insights for future research, as well as practical application that may be applied in other furnishing retailers as well as within business and industry. Thank you for joining me for my presentation. Please feel free to scan the QR code provided to read the manuscript based on the research presented today. Thank you.